Hey everybody, what's up? It's CalviNNatioN here with another video for you. In today's video we're going to be reviewing the Spyderco Techno. Haven't done a knife review for a long ass time. So, let's get started. What we're going to do is, like I usually do, we'll show some cool pics, if I have any, don't even remember, or some close-ups of the knife. I'm going to talk about this knife in detail as well, in the way Spyderco says it, as well as in what I think. I've owned this knife for I guess over a month now. It's really sick, one of my favorite knives. Probably my Para 2 and my Techno are my top carried Spydercos at this time. Here's what Spyderco has to say. Polish knife maker Marcin, I think it's like Slizzy or Slize or something, I don't know, marks his Techno folder with a progressive European appearance. The Techno falls into Spyderco's little big knives category, meaning it has a smaller blade and handle paired with a hard-duty locking mechanism, exotic blade steel and vault-like construction, found primarily on hard-use larger knives. Spyderco's first collaboration with Mr. S, we'll call him, the Techno, is also the first mainline production Spyderco clip-it to use carpenter steel Cts Xhp. The other ones they've used are all sprint runs. One of them is this orange Para 2, which is such a sweet knife. Cts Xhp is a beautiful steel. Knife steel metallurgist reefer. Sorry, let me repeat this whole thing. Knife steel metallurgists refer to Cts Xhp as having the steel properties and hardness of D2 carbon steel, but with the added advantage of chromium to classify it as a powdered stainless steel. The knife is ground fully flat. The blade has an oversized Spyderco round hole and slide-resistant jimping perched on the spine. The handle is titanium with a contrasting blue handle spacer, leaving the handle open and exposed with inner workings for ease of cleaning. A Chris Reeve integral lock, RIL, incorporates the handle's backscale as the lock, with the handle's backside doubling both as a handle and a lock. The need for internal liners is dispensed with, and the knife can be manufactured lighter and slimmer while retaining greater strength. A deep pocket wire clip can be positioned for left or right hand use, with the blade tip up positioned with the tip upward in the pocket. Okay, so there's Spyderco's little description. Here's mine. We're going to start off with the tip like we usually do, work our way down. You can see it is fully stonewashed. Titanium handles, again that CTS XHP steel. Totally beautiful. Look at that blue backspacer, looks amazing. I really like that hint of blue there. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons I like Spyderco, is because they add punches of color here and there. Like all these here, you can see there's orange, green, blue. Really cool. And I wish more knife companies would do that. Even Spyderco, I wish they'd do it more. I think color in knives it doesn't make it tacky. I think it makes it way cooler. And that blue just makes it look so cool. So let's have a look here. It came very sharp out of box, but check out the blade spine here. It is really thick. So what you're going to deal with is probably a bit less ease of cutting ability for more common day tasks. It's more of a heavy duty kind of knife design, yet it's small, so that's my, not necessarily one complaint about it, but it's kind of like a heavy-duty knife, but since it's so small, you're never really going to use it for heavy-duty situations. So for everyday cutting tasks, you know, opening mail, anything you might do around the house, opening packages, that type of thing, this is not going to be your best option. Like my Para 2 definitely defeats that, and pretty much any other Spyderco, since they all have generally the same kind of blade stock. But with this blade stock, you're going to have a little bit of a harder time with just simple tasks. Even cutting through paper, it wasn't even as easy with that thicker spine. We have a big Spyderco hole that fits right into this choil. So it's not amazingly easy to get at, and mine's still a little tight. I should probably try to loosen it a little. So I've never actually been able to flip it out. I've never really tried. This is the first time I really tried, and you can, but it's definitely a little bit harder. Let's take a look at that jimping. This kind of jimping, I think we all know before we even test it, is not near as good as the kind you'd see on any other Spyderco knife, really. It's definitely not near as aggressive, bigger dips. It works, and I don't even think you really need jimping. It's not a complaint of mine that it doesn't have great jimping, because it really doesn't matter to me. Jimping is just a nice little feature. If they have it, sweet. If they don't, that's alright with me. Cts Xhp, I was talking about that a little bit. That is a great steel if you ask me. Like they said, it's similar to D2, and I can totally attest to that. I found that on my Para 2, because I've used that more, I kept the edge for so long without stroping it or even sharpening it, and it was super fine. Probably my sharpest Spyderco out of box, that Paramilitary 2. This one I don't think came quite as sharp. Maybe I just didn't recognize it just because of the thicker blade stock and just didn't perform quite as well. But I absolutely love CTS Xhp, my favorite steel by far right now. Let's have a look here. I assume that's Martin, or sorry, what was it? I believe it was, yeah, Martin, Mr. S there. I believe that's his trademark. I didn't look too much into that. I know I heard about this on, maybe it was Blade Reviews' video, but it is a cool little mark there that he's got. Made in Taiwan, Taichung. Let's have a look here at that stonewash, see how close we can get. I'm just going to move this light in for a sec. See how close we can get there. There's the stonewash, and it's also on the pocket clip. Probably pretty hard to see, but it gives it a really nice finish, and I'm a huge fan of stonewashed titanium, or stonewashed anything. It just gives it that really unique, kind of faded look. Almost kind of like an old, eerie kind of look, and I really like that. Like a used look, but still looking, you know, totally new and totally sweet. As they said, it is a frame lock. It's got a pretty strong detent ball, as you can see in there. Let's see if we can you can see it. It clicks right over top of that, and to put it back down, you need a fair bit of pressure. So that's good. I like that because it would be a bit easier to pop open, even though it is pretty hard still. But a strong detent is always fine with me. We got the wire clip and the frame lock. Let's see the lockup. I'm not a huge lockup guy. I know a lot of guys are really into it. It doesn't really matter to me as long as it's sturdy, because you know what, I don't think too many people are having the problem of too far in lockup. I just really don't think that it's as huge of a deal as some people make it. But it is early lockup, you can see, so I have no worries of it ever getting loose on me. Very nice. I love the look of this knife. Really love it. It does carry very deep, as you can see there. Very deep. Let's have a gander at this backspacer here. Really cool. Again, like I said, I love the pop of color it adds. I know some people don't care for it. My friend was asking why they did that. I think it's really cool. And again, like I said, I think they should do this way more often. Again, kind of like that jimping at the front. It doesn't give you too much grip. It's more of a unique looking thing than more of actual use. And you can see that it does come out of the actual knife just barely. So that gives it a bit more traction than if it was you know, parallel with the liners there. It does have that lanyard hold there. Also pretty deep. Not super deep, not super huge either. I'm not a lanyard guy. And like they said, it's got that flow-through design for easy cleaning. You know what's the best cleaning device, in my mind? Your breath. Seriously, I just stick it right up to my mouth. Give it a nice blow in there. As bad as that may sound. And you're clean, you're good to go. So I do like that. Flow-through designs are always a +1 in my books. Look nice, they're very clean. It's just it's a good look at design. So that's pretty well it. You can see a bit of beveling around all the edges on the handles. And this knife is just seriously badass. I really love it. You can also see here, just kind of like that backspacer, they do kind of angle this down a little bit more just so that jimping sticks out, so you can get a bit more purchase on there. It works. Again, the jimping's not super aggressive, so it doesn't make a huge difference anyway. But yeah, there it is. So there's my review on the Techno. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys again for some more reviews. Take care, and I appreciate you guys watching. See you later.